Yo, for kids, this is day 133 of my planches every day until I reach the rapid rank of 2500. So here we go. We have the game, we have the black pieces against a slightly lower rated opponent, but still let's play the Caro-Kann defense here. Knight f3 not the most popular move, especially not combined with e5, but I guess we will just retranspose with d4. And yes, this is the normal short variation of the advanced Caro-Kann, nothing special. Bishop d3, also not really the best move. I can play c5 right away. I think queen b5, queen d7. Um, and I'm perfectly fine with my position now. Okay, let's play probably a6, right? Takes and knight takes. I feel like that's okay. And maybe castles long even. I could take with the king. Hold on. I can take with the king, which is quite an unusual way of recapturing. Knight g5, I don't like it. Let's just take with the knight, just developing the knight, still defending the pawn. Um, Now we can even take, but that's probably not. Yes, I will take and play knight e7 and knight f5 or knight c6. We will see. Knight c6 probably better. Yes, just getting my casual position. Of course, now takes is not really a threat. But it's one of the moves I'm considering. And now I think taking cannot be bad, and we are in an endgame that should be better for me. He takes with the knight, which is logical. I can play bishop c5 anyway. Knight b3, bishop b6, and go here maybe. f4, I guess. Is f5 a threat? Maybe it is, but after takes, rook takes, yes, it is a threat. Hold on. Here, h5. I'm playing maybe too quickly. I'm simply stopping the idea of pawn to f5 right away. I could take firstly and then play with g6, of course. Okay, knight f3, going back. Um, Bishop f2 is a move. Maybe we can castle. We could also bring our rook into the center of the board. Let's do that firstly, and then maybe threaten to do something along the c file, of course. Here, g4, yes, trying to play for f5, but we were not quick enough, I think. I go here, I pin you. If you go here, okay, now you allow me to play this. Hold on, I can take. Knight c5, slightly more logical. If here, I could castle then and take and get the knight here. I like this move. Knight c5, attacking the rook. Oh, rook goes up. What? I didn't expect that. But aren't you... Hold on this, then there is c4. Here, c4 doesn't really exist. Wait, there needs to be something there. Here c4, knight f2. What about castles short? Or king e7 just? But then f5, wait. Maybe my position is not that promising, by the way. That could well enough be the case. We have time. Knight e4, followed by c4. What do I do? Knight f2 takes and takes and d6 and I resign probably. Castles f5 takes rook d5. Bad for me. If I go b5, that seems logical. After f5 I can just play knight a4 and win the pawn. Now my position is... Oh, yeah, I almost pre-moved. So I just go knight f5. If takes, I'm fine. If takes, then takes, and I'm fine. If f6, I'm fine. And yes, I go here. And I win the pawn. You cannot defend it. You cannot defend it. And now I take. And knight g5 could be one of your ideas. Yes. But king e7. Rook to f1. And I go rook to f8. And I take back with the king. But wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. I might have some tactics. I can play rook f8, takes, knight takes. And I can go check, here, check, pick up the pawn. And by my logic, I'm better there. But that might very well be far from the truth. Is he threatening rook f2, rook f7, excuse me? I mean, in a way, but yes, let's say he is threatening. I mean, here, here, here. Let's say rook f4, I go here. Oh, but then he has... I am leaving too much counterplay. h6. Hold on, I have h6, I think. Here I go king e8. And your knight is hanging. If you move the knight, I take the rook. If you take here, I take. Yes. Knight f7, rook f8, I'm better. Maybe I'm plundering something, but I don't think so. And then I take here. Knight f3, I take, threatening here. Or here. Or just any move. Yeah, sure. What then? This cannot help you? Question mark. What are you doing? Rook f6, I take the pawn. Here, I guess. But you have no check. Rook f6, I take the pawn. What are you doing, man? Rook f4 might be interesting, but I take anyway. What happens if I take? Takes on a6, I guess. Am I getting mated? I'm not sure what's happening. Now I take here. And your rook might get trapped. Here I think is only move. Or maybe here. But then you get this. Which is not really true, maybe. Yes, I'm just winning now. Okay, so if I go check, you go here. And I go here. You have to give me this check. I go here and you resign, right? Check here. You don't have this check. You have this check, but then I go here. You don't have check there to save the rook. And this one is hanging, this one is hanging. You cannot go here. Because then I take you with the knight. This is of course a fork, and when this happens, you cannot go here, I take you. Oh, but your rook is defended because your king goes here. I didn't realize that, but I have this check, and I win another pawn. So here, you can move the rook, but then I take here and win the rook. And it should be enough pawns on the board, yeah? I can take. What? Why can't I take? Here I go, here takes, and I take, and I win. Takes, what happens? You have to take me, and I take you. I could even go here, by the way. I will sack the rook, why not? This doesn't exist. I take check and I go back, otherwise I lose. Yes, this is a move, but doesn't help you at all. I go 95. I have enough time on the clock, I think. I mean, I'm not losing these 3 pawns, and I'm up a pawn, so h3. Ah, there it goes, the rook. Bye bye. I thought he might play h3, by the way, but he didn't realize his rook is hanging. And now you resign. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. I win the game. Resign. Come on. I mean, I thought he might play h3, blundering his rook, because otherwise you simply lose the pawn. If I don't have knight takes on c6, then I'll probably lose the pawn. I mean, I can play this, but then this hangs. So I have to play something like that, but yes. I win the rook and my opponent resigns. Let's analyze the game now. So this is the game review of the game I just played. I played very nice with 93.7% accuracy. My opponent played with 82, which I'm not sure why is that high. So let's see. He played e4, excuse me, I responded with the Caro. He played knight f3, he didn't go for the main line. Now he pushed with e5. Now what is played here? Bishop g4 is most popular, other than bishop f5 retransposing. I played e6, of course, which is still theory. Bishop d3, bishop d3, queen d3, c5, queen b5. Now I can play queen d7 and I'm fine. Knight c6, I played a6, simply trying to take me. If he takes, not that easy. I have to play king d7, otherwise I get forked. But again, this position is very nice for me, I think. So a6, simply not allowing him to do so. Here I thought about taking with the king, which is wrong. Because of knight to a4. Oh, he's forking me. King c6, what happens? Knight c5, really? This is bad. My king is too active. Yes, of course, taking with the knight. And now taking, playing knight e7, playing knight c6, I'm simply better. I took, he took with the knight. I played rook. No, I played bishop c5. Maybe not the most active move. F4, nothing special here. G6. Hold on, maybe I should have played something else, like king e7, f5. I wasn't really sure about it. But computer just says, play calm, play rook ac8. You're okay. You are simply better here. You have better center, you have the bishop, you have the idea to attack my opponent's queen side. So yes, I played g6, which is still fine, not allowing the move f5. Now knight f3, logical, trying maybe to get to g5 now that I cannot really play f6 that easily. H6 is still available, but okay. Rook c8, now g4 was played. I don't think this move is that bad. If not for the next move. My opponent is simply, I mean, is he threatening to play f5? That's not a threat. If I play rook g8, I'm still better after f5 because you simply, I mean, is this that okay? Now, of course, yes, takes because I have the rook on the g file. But if even king is 7 after f6, my position is perfect. It's not winning, but this e5 pawn is going to be weak. This knight is not strong either. I have h5 in the mind. So yes, my position is okay. I played bishop before, which I think is the best move in the position, just threatening the knight. Rook e3, okay. I played knight c5, which is not the best move, very logical though. Now, of course, I took. And now, I think the most important move of the whole game was the next one, b5, called blooded prophylaxis. I spent 1 minute and a half here, but I think b5 wins the game. Anything else, like, I thought about this, allows c4, which is crucial. Because if I take, I lose the knight. If I take with the rook, I lose the knight once again. And then, if I cannot take, my position is not that great. Not at all. Rook c5 apparently the best move takes with the pawn. But yeah, so b5 is actually just cold-blooded prophylaxis. You are not allowing this pawn to get forward, and therefore it is just weak, and you will just win the game now. f5, I played knight f5. Maybe not the most popular move. Popular, not the most playable move. Knight e4 is apparently better. Why? No clue. Okay, knight a4, why is that bad? F takes, okay, and knight g5. Not the correct move. You should play rook to f4 here, apparently. And after takes, rook f6, and if I go up, then there is knight d4. I cannot defend with rook d6, or with rook c6 because takes. Okay, that's logical. He played knight g5, which is bad. Here, rook f1, I can play h6. This is probably the most important move of the game. Maybe not b5, but h6 just wins the game. Takes, I can just take, of course. I mean, this doesn't even work, so why would you do that? Check, I can take the pawn, which is, of course, only move. He took, and I took. He played here. I thought I just win the game now because of this fork. But yes, he has rook e3, which I initially didn't see, but I'm still threatening if he takes, for example. I can take on c2. That was my idea, actually. And I'm just much better, if not winning. By the way, after takes, h5 is not even losing. that much. So that tells you how good my position is. He played c3, but yes, now same idea. Rook c3 simply takes a knight, takes, and I'm a up a piece and a pawn. So after rook c6, simply knight e5, forking the pawn and the rook. If rook takes, I take here, and then I attack this. If you go forward, I can probably go back. I could also go here and here, and I simply win. My opponent played h3, and I simply took the rook, and my opponent, of course, here resigned. Why doesn't it show that I won? I have no idea. Chess.com reviews are slightly weird sometimes. And yes, I simply won the game. I mean, it was pretty perfect. Did I make like a single inaccuracy? I don't. Bishop c5 apparently not the best move. Um, and then yes, knight c5 also not the best move. What should I have done? h5. I mean, I saw the move, but I mean, I saw the idea. Maybe not in this particular position, but maybe instead of bishop b4. But okay, knight c5 wasn't great. And then knight a4 also wasn't great. But otherwise I played very okay. I just completely destroyed him. So yes, I'm back to 2120 in my rapid rating on chess.com. As always, if you have some questions about the game, feel free to write it down in the comments below. I will be reading and answering all your comments. And if you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me out. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.